that.
Hey.
It's fancy.
Yeah. Welcome everyone to episode 4, our first official Faded Friday.
Is it 4?
Hmm.
OMG, I didn't. I was gonna write 3. This is 4.
Oh,
Well,
this
look
is
at
very
that.
refresh. This is refreshing.
Refreshing.
It's not overly flavorful. It tastes just like a. Oh, hold
No, wait, Sean. I was gonna say, let's open at the same time so that way my sound wouldn't ruin the fact that you opened before you started recording. But you blew
on.
that.
I
So
ruined
I'm
it.
going to, yeah, ruin it.
I'm all about
What?
authenticity. There you
Okay.
go.
And I got
Take a little
a silver
sippy
straw.
sip. Ooh.
I don't play with my beverages.
You don't fuck around.
Mmm.
It's not overly sugary or there's no alcohol taste at all. It's just like a light seltzer water, but it just so happens to have more alcohol than an average beer.
It is quite refreshing. I wish I would have known about these over the summer.
Yeah, it's a
It would
great
have been a
summertime
perfect summer drink,
it's a great
right?
it's a great summer activity
All
for day
right.
drinking in the summer.
Well, I'm just saying from a refreshment point, if I had to equate it to a season, it would be summer.
So, dumb question for you.
Okay. Probably dumb answer.
So, previously I had a blue area
Oh, yeah.
up top.
Right.
Uh, Um, I'm
That
gonna
has
do it
grown out.
again. Yes, and I've chopped it off. I'm gonna do it again soon.
Hmm.
Um, it's not about the question of color because I'll figure that out. Here's the other part that I thought I don't think it's a good idea, but everyone around me is telling me it's a good idea, and I think would be bad. They said instead
Okay.
of doing the patch, just to do the whole head color.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
No, I think I really like the subtleness and the understated, like with that, the way you have it.
Okay. All right. All
Yeah,
right. I'll keep it that way then.
I would not support it.
Okay, good. Because I think it just looks too in your face, and it's like having a light bulb on your head.
Well, like, yeah, like my hair's 2 different colors too, you know? It's not like if it was all one, then that's boring. And then
Right.
if it's blue, like, I don't know, you're gonna look like weird. It looked good the way it was.
All
So
right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good.
when are you gonna
I
do
was, I
that?
was, I don't know, probably the next week or two. I was thinking, ha, just to be crazy, to add a little flair to it. Because last time I did a lot more of an aqua color than the one that
Yeah.
Tony originally did.
All right.
And I was thinking having, okay, hold on. So if it's here in, I was thinking like to the outer areas. Wait, I'm trying to do backwards on the camera. The two like outer sections do aqua, and then doing an orange up the middle
No.
because that would be like the Miami Dolphins
Oh, no,
tints, like
no,
that,
no, no. Don't
aqua and
do that.
coral.
No, don't do that. The blue
I'm
you
very,
had was
I'm very
wonderful.
excited.
No,
Okay,
don't do
okay.
it. Don't do it. Unless there's a filter that you could make it blue. I will not see you on camera with that.
Everyone I come in contact with has to wear these special glasses that just makes everything look blue.
Now, have you run that by anybody?
No, that was just a thought in my head, which
Okay,
I
get rid
know
of it.
that's almost always a bad idea. My thoughts about either clothing or style is always bad, and I should always go
When
with the
you have to
opposite of what
like,
I normally.
yeah, like almost like ponder and be like, yeah, I don't know about that. It's usually, yeah, no.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
so
yeah.
just go with that and keep it blue. One color. One
keep
color.
keep it blue, Pony Boy.
That's the updated version.
Yeah, not golden. Oh boy.
So,
So
I,
yeah.
wait, I was going to tell you with this crazy presidential race, did you know that Kanye got like fucking 60,000 votes?
Nationwide?
Yeah,
Please say
but
nationwide. Okay.
yeah, but
But that means
that
there's
means there's
60,000 people.
60,000 idiots.
Yeah.
Like the highest amount, 10,216 was in Tennessee, and the lowest was Vermont at 1,265. So it went in that range, but still,
That means an average of about 1,000 people per state, or 1,200 people in a state, or 1,100 people per state said this would be a really good idea if we elected Kanye.
but yeah, without thinking that he's not on every state's ballot, so it would be
Well,
impossible.
let's let's at least give the benefit of the doubt and say that half of those people just
That
didn't like Trump or Biden and thought, you know what would be funny is
I'm
if
gonna
I
go
did this,
Kanye,
because
I
that would
guess.
be funny, or I'm not going to vote for either of the two Trumps, so let's do this. But for anyone who seriously thought that would have been a good idea to put someone with a mental deficiency and a mental handicap um,
Wow. Yeah, I
in a
feel
mental
bad.
illness in office is not good. Um, and then the good news, though,
Okay.
um, and I'm sure this will divide our one viewer politically,
It's
is that
straight in
is
half.
it looks like,
Like,
and
look,
it's like a 99% chance now that it's all actually it's basically a 100% chance we're going to have a new president, and thank goodness for that. I just want I the analogy that I heard that I thought was pretty good is that if you're Thelma and Louising it, right, and you have the pedal to the metal going off a cliff and you're coming up towards the edge, um, Biden's not going to make you steer away from the cliff, but at least he'll take the foot off the gas a little. Let's just at least slow it down and just relax and take a couple deep breaths before we completely burn the country to the ground. Like, I
yeah,
don't
that's
think
what I
he's going
don't
to make things,
like. I don't like that it's
because
like
right now
completely
he's just,
divided.
no.
Like you could see it across the board. It's never been like that, and it's not a nice way
Well,
to be. Like nothing good comes of that.
no, you can see the difference in the two speeches that happened last night or the night
I
before.
didn't watch I don't watch any of that because
No, I know. I just needed to know that there was going to be a change before I pulled out the razor blades. Um,
oh,
Trump came out and said um, it's a fraudulent election. There's fraud all over the
yeah, like
place.
of
We're
course.
going
I
to take
mean,
it to the
he's
Supreme Court, and that I already won. And the reality is that no one can deal with the fact I won. And then Biden, though, I will say, and I'm not a Biden fan at all. I actually hate the guy, but it's better than what we know we would get. And he actually impressed me. He said, he goes, we're confident we're going to win. He goes, I'm not going to come here and say that I've won yet because there's still a lot of votes. But he goes, um, if and when I win, I'm not going to be the Democratic nominee that won. He goes, I'm going to be the American nominee that I won. And he goes, I'm going to be the president for both Republicans and Democrats. And that obviously there are issues that half the country, thought that Trump was the better option. So I need to be more open and listen to both sides and all that good stuff. And it wasn't like, fuck you and all that stuff.
it
It was
wasn't
mostly saying,
boastful.
no, braggadocious, if you will.
It was not braggadocious
No,
nor
it was,
boastful. It
it
was a
was
very
actually,
humble. It
yeah, and it was
sounds. I
basically
don't know.
saying, yeah, it sounded like he was saying, like, even if we win, it doesn't mean that it's over and we've won. He goes, I still have to be the president to all Americans, not just half the
Right.
country.
Yeah.
So he goes, I'll
So
listen
to
and like
address
make sure.
everybody together, like
Right,
hopefully that's a step
exactly.
in the right direction. But
Hmm.
like that's boring. Enough about that.
Yeah,
Blah, blah, blah. I started
we
watching
might know
Nexium,
tonight.
the documentary.
Oh yeah,
I think
nice.
tonight we have the very last one.
Oh wow, so you're
So
way at the end.
yeah,
You're
let me
eight
tell
episodes
you.
in.
So
Uh-huh.
far, first of all, that guy is just weird looking. Like, why didn't anyone see it? Just like you could look at him and you know that guy is shady.
He wouldn't be as weird looking if he was taller. It's the fact that
He's
he's
kind of like,
short
yeah, like
with
dumpy-ish,
a
and then
yeah, he's
unkempt
a little
hair.
dumpy and
Oh,
short.
I
Yeah.
hate the fucking hair so much. Like every time he's coming on, and like it bothers me. But um,
Yeah.
like he says things that like I found myself like my mouth hanging open. I was like, what the hell? But I do have to say, I mean, I do feel bad for these victims because they obviously fall prey to whatever it is. But
Yeah.
have you ever noticed that amongst all the groups, like all his skinny white bitches, you don't see like a Spanish girl or like a black girl because they would fucking knock him out and it would have been over with.
Yeah, they wouldn't put up with it.
No, no,
No,
you don't.
it's the hippie-ish new wave white chicks that just like
Counting
that
calories, my ass.
Alice Allison Mack chick where
I don't
she's
ruin anything. Remember, I have
no,
only.
no, no, but
Oh,
but
okay.
she's like every time they show her, she has this fake smile like that.
She looks like she's possessed. Yeah, the way she
Yeah,
looks at him creeps me out.
yeah.
Um, the
It gives me
way
hope though that a creepy, chubby guy can get a hot chick to like just be for saying a few words can get her like under a spell.
she,
I want to start a sex cult. I think that would be amazing.
so yeah, we're watching this, and Ray says, "I don't think we fall prey to a cult like that." I'm like, "But we'd run one." He was
Yes.
like, "Hell yeah, yeah." So it's very interesting because you see, um, like the guy Mark, is that his name?
Yeah, yeah.
You see it in his face that like when he realized it, it all came down at once, and like you see he's disappointed in himself. Like you feel bad
Well,
that, but I'm
in in the beginning, I was worried because you don't really know how it's going to go, and I knew nothing about it
yeah,
when I started watching it.
me either.
It was when his wife left the cult, and it had the phone calls, and when she was like, "Hey, I worry about a few things," and he's like, "I think you're being a little like it doesn't make sense
Yeah,
to me." I thought that I was like, "Oh, he's not going to get it," like,
no, he
but
did
like the
listen to her because
majority of it,
eventually
yeah,
she was patient with him because she
yeah,
knew what
it took her a
he
long
was
time
being through
too.
exactly because she had to
Yeah,
go through it herself. So I mean, the fact that they were both involved in it kind of helped themselves out because they both have empathy.
yeah, it's very good. Ta-da!
So, yeah, I got the last episode tonight, and I hope it's really good. I've been staying away from like
It
Googling
is.
anything because I don't want to know
What I
much.
will say, and it doesn't give anything away, is that the last episode I hoped for a huge amount of closure, and it really doesn't. I mean, it does, but it doesn't give the full story
Mm.
because, um, like, it goes through September of this year, I believe, and then it
Yeah, that's what
stops.
you
But
were saying, right?
but a lot of things happen in October as well, last month. So that's when you need to do some Googling and watch some YouTube videos of like the
Yeah,
final stuff,
right, right. Yeah,
which is
I'll
cool.
get in depth when like after I see
I
tonight's, but
also I'm not a I was very dubious, if you will, of it's I'm so proud that after looking at my transcripts that we have such a great vocabulary. But
oh, I'm proud. Yeah, I am so
because
proud. It's
normally looking at this you would think I'd be like duh. But
the one page so far, so
yeah,
far, but
sure. The
there's some blanks.
I
This,
was I was very dubious of Mark after watching the first episode because
yeah,
it said that his claim to fame was making that documentary called What the Bleep,
yeah,
and that documentary has been debunked beyond all hell. It was a woo woo. It was supposed to be like the scientific look at our brains and our psyche, and the it had to do with spirituality and mysticism and like Sedona crystals vortex bullshit stuff. But it was put in a way that was like, oh, this is how everything is, and it's a fact. And so it came under a lot of controversy, and then all the scientists came out and said this is all bullshit. He used a lot of big words that he has no idea what they mean, and this is ridiculous. Like this is all just made up bullshit stuff.
What
So I
it
haven't seen the documentary, but apparently it's a thing that like it was kind of like The Secret when it first came out. It got really
yeah,
big,
right.
but so his
This is
documentary called "What the
reverse.
Bleep" was the same type of thing, which a lot of people thought, oh, this is the meaning of my existence and blah blah blah, and it got all this huge like hoopla until it was all debunked and basically was shown to be a big load of shit. So when they said that he was the one who made that documentary, I thought, oh, this guy is not
He's a
all right
flake.
in the head. But it
Yeah.
does speak to the fact of how he was so gullible, though, because that came out first, which he probably talked to a few people and he went, oh, yeah, that makes sense. And then he went to this guy, and this guy duped him for 12 years.
Motherfucker,
So,
right? This
yeah,
unkept, stumpy mother.
so hopefully now he's like
Well,
a lot more critical and thinking and doesn't just take everyone's word at face value just because they use fancy words.
just because. I mean, I came up with, uh, I said, like, everything that this is being said is like word salad. It's just like,
Oh, yeah.
it's like, it's something that if you paid me to go, I would fight my way out of. Like, it's so stupid.
What's that Indian guy that was always on Oprah? He's like a famous guy. Not I don't think it's Sanjay Gupta. It was one of those like supposedly doctor slash scientist that was, but he uses a lot of big words like quantum this and quantum that, and all the astrophysicists are like, you're just making words up and putting them together to make you sound smart, but you honestly have no idea what you're saying because everything you're
Right.
saying is just nonsense.
Yeah.
Like we understand what you're trying to say, and it's not doesn't make sense.
This
So there's a lot
is
of people that make a
an
really big living.
exaggerated claim and not to be taken literally.
Yeah,
Hyperbole.
they call it woo woo or woo science,
Or
which is just
hyperbole.
very good, which would also be bam, word of the day.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Look, lo and behold. So, anyway, what about you and Wentworth? Are you like still going?
Oh, yeah.
Eek.
I try to take too big of a gulp.
Oh my God, calm down. You have 24 ounces.
I'm about 3 more episodes in. I'm trying to
Okay.
remember exactly what happened, but
Can't. Let me see. I could.
there's a really okay. So the Korean chick died because they found out that she had swallowed some balloons of heroin, and they were trying to get her to shit it out. And Frankie was like, "No, we're not going to help her. We need her to shit it out." And then she died. So that happened.
What, your season 2
Yeah,
episode, what would you say?
probably four-ish
Let's see,
because
what's
I
for
watched
it?
one, two, three, 3 or 4. Also, there's a really annoying new character that I really want to just
Oh,
punch in the face. She's not a main one, but she's the one that's like the West Virginia drug addict that was constantly like nagging Frankie, "Come on, man, give me a little heroin. Come on, come on, come on. When's she gonna shit it out? Blah 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 blah." And you just want to punch her in the goddamn fucking gob. Um, I
we learned
also, I
any
think,
good slang
uh,
aside from the Gavi?
the whole gob. Um, Not really. Nothing too crazy.
Punta.
Bunta, Kappa, and Gabi.
Oh, the cuppa
I mean,
thing. I don't know why it really bothers me.
but it's
They
just
use.
like it's just like, would you like a cup of tea? That's why they say cuppa.
I
It's just,
I
but
know
they
that.
just stop it.
Yeah, but
Yeah, they
it
don't
bothers
finish the
me.
sentence.
No,
Yeah.
I don't like how it's spelled. I don't like how the word looks. I cannot handle it. I don't know why. Maybe I don't know. But when I see them, I'm like, just get the fucking tea ready. My God. So
Um, the last thing I think that I remember happening was Miss Ferguson, the new governor.
How's that bitch, right?
Um, she's playing Vera like a fiddle. She asked her she's like trying to separate her from Fletch and had her say, "Do you want to have a drink after work?" And then gets her drunk while she's pouring her vodka, but then she's nothing.
So
And they let
bad.
their hair down and that kind of
I was
stuff.
gonna
And
say she's like all, and then like close talking and like real.
yeah,
Yeah, I didn't
and
like
got
that.
her to spill the beans about his journal that she found. That's why
Yeah,
Fletch is
like
all
just
upset with
like
him.
you're
Little
like,
stuff like
oh
that. Like
no, Vera, stop.
I feel bad for her. She's so
I do.
naive,
She's
but it's
well, and she
also
wants
makes
like to be
she would make a
liked.
very good victim as well. Like there's like two types. There's the uber naive and innocent, and then there's the other uh, extreme, which is the daddy issue. But they both can be played the exact same way. Like there, you could get them to do pretty much anything you want. I mean,
Look at you and your character development
I I was just thinking how I'd be able to take advantage of her, but that's.
from that angle. Did you know the other day I told you about like how I bought those other ear tips for
Yeah, yeah.
they haven't come out of my ear while doing yoga 2 times now. Ew, wait, go like this again. Is
What?
that a long nail?
A little bit,
That's
just a tiny bit, nothing crazy.
that's
All
I don't
right,
have a
all
clear
right.
picture. It
I
just
know.
doesn't it looks
Yeah, they're
effeminate.
probably about time to go, but they're not like long. They're just tiny
They're
bit.
not claw yet. It just looks kind of
No,
like
no, I know.
Caitlyn Jenner hands,
Well, she was a very masculine man, so I take that as a compliment. He won 7 gold medals or something like that. So there you go. I'll
Does that
take that.
carry over? Does that mean
Yeah,
why
probably.
not? All right.
I do need a haircut because I do this, and you can see this on the side popping out.
Uh,
That's not good. And then this starts to fluff out too. So I
I
need a
really
I
don't
need a
have like a clear image coming in, so it's probably for the better then. I mean,
yeah,
I'm
it
getting the
probably
picture, but I don't know why that's
because before
happening.
I do any dyeing, I need to do a haircut first anyway. So
Well,
yeah.
I think you should always do the color and then the cut.
Well, I think what I'm going to do is the back and sides, but leave the top because that's what I'm going to dye.
Here's why.
Okay.
Bleaching and doing all that, it's very
Oh, if I get a
drying.
little
So
extra. Oh, okay.
when they could trim off any like dead ends that were as a result of, and
Okay.
you're not compromising your color.
So do
You
you
see
think
that?
I should bleach, then get a haircut, then color, or a color
Yeah.
first?
I mean, the
Okay.
color is just secondary. Like that, you just
Yeah,
can.
but that means I have to go out in public looking like I play
Billy
for the
Idol.
other team. Yeah. It's time for a white wedding. Yes.
uh,
Billy Idol.
I was reading, I think it was today. I don't know. The days blend. COVID, I blame. Yeah, like every holiday season, which by the way, now I guess starts immediately after Halloween. But
Oh,
Starbucks
so
has their
annoying.
stupid holiday cups.
I think that comes out today or tomorrow. Yeah.
It does. It's um I think it's dumb that it's like a press release for 4 cups that it it's so dumb. Like one of the like two of the four say carry the Mary. Really?
This is
I think
very
it should
upsetting.
say fuck COVID 2020 blows. Like where's Starbucks's cup with the little mask that says 2020 fuck you, right?
That would be,
That would
I
be
think
way
people would,
better.
because the average person that gets Starbucks is like that. Like they would appreciate that, I think.
But remember like 5 years ago when there was like the red like cup war on holiday because it was just
Well,
red.
yeah, so that's why it's a press release. It was never a press release before when they went
And
to Holiday Cups. It's because of that, and it's because of one guy from from Phoenix, Arizona. His name is Josh Feuerstein. I remember
wow,
that. I remember that name because I really wanted to punch him in the face beyond
because he
all
just
everything.
ruined. Yeah, I
He
guess.
was actually he was in Fountain Hills,
Mm.
and he had the national exposure because he had a YouTube channel where he would take his iPhone and record himself in the car vertically. Which vertical videos, I just want to punch someone in the head anyway. You know, when you should record sideways or horizontally so it takes up the screen. But no, you've got those stupid black bars on the side because you don't know how to hold a goddamn phone. So he would do that in his car, and he's like 800 pounds. He'd have his red baseball cap backwards, and he'd have this big beard. He's like, "Hey everyone, it's Josh Feuerstein here. You're like warrior in Christ and blah blah blah." And then he would go on about how Starbucks is starting a war on Christmas and Christianity because it doesn't say Merry Christmas. Um,
When in fact it was
oddly,
he that started it.
oddly enough, they never had one that said Merry Christmas. They never had pictures of Jesus on their cups. It was all just basically holiday
It
themed.
was fucking holiday theme,
And
right?
then
Like
he would make these things talking about how there's a big war, and then he goes, "I figured out how to screw Starbucks, and I want all you Christians out there to do this. When you order your coffee and they ask you what your name is, just say Jesus Christ is Lord." So they have to write that on the cup. So when they call your name, they have to yell Jesus Christ is Lord
oh,
or something like
that'll
that.
show them. Like
Yeah,
God.
or you say your name is Merry Christmas, so they have to say it because they've been told that they're not allowed to say Merry Christmas, which is not a real thing. So he actually got to the point to where
He
he
started
actually
this.
took
What a
he
dick.
took yeah, he took a video of him with a machine gun
Oh
where
God.
he was looking in the camera and he was like, if Obama wants to take these guns, and he holds up his machine gun and he's like, we've got the God-given right, and if they try to take him back, we're going to start a war and we will murder everyone. And they actually got banned from that point. And then, but he would make Facebook videos. He was really big on Facebook.
Sounds like a
Josh
moron.
Feuerstein, yeah, very much so. But he is the whole reason why it is now a press release with their holiday cups. And
It's really like, think about it, right? This guy must have
Starbucks
been.
should help them. Starbucks should help them or like thank them because now it's a story every time with their new cups come out. And
Everybody's
before it wasn't.
excited, right?
Right.
Like, oh, the holiday cups are out. Eh, I like
It's a
my
piece
idea
of
better. I
it's
like my
cardboard and
idea
you
better.
throw it in the trash
Yeah.
afterwards. No one's
Don't carry the
saving.
Mary. Fuck your Mary. This year didn't count. You know, like
And
I
no one's
think
collecting pieces of cardboard cups like this is my
that are
2015 cup
right.
and then this is
That
the
was meant to
2016
be
holiday
thrown
cup.
out.
Right. It's a
Exactly.
piece of
That's
cardboard.
disgusting. So yeah, it's actually like it's a total example of like how things are just so blown out of proportion that it gets to the point to where we are right now.
True, and not to be decisive or divisive, but it always seems like one side is always the one stirring the pot, and so that's why I'm anti that side. That's all it is. I'll just use those wordings just to make
Okay.
it because you don't see like pacifist people or people who don't care about religion going, we should blow people up who believe it. Like no one cares. We don't
I like
care.
your voice.
Yeah, it's kind of like this. So
Like that's your character. Like what is it? Like a farm boy?
it's just a dumb person. It's just a dumb person
That's how dumb
from,
people
from,
talk.
from,
That's
from a southern state of some sort.
of course that's given.
Yeah, and
The southern state is implied.
yeah,
um
I just got so annoyed when I would because that's the time when you would see these cartoons that would be posted all over social media and Facebook that would have a school in the background, and after this I'll stop. But this is like something that always got me, that I wanted just to punch the screen. We'd have a school in the background, and there would be a mom crying outside, like a cartoon, and there would be like a picture of like God, with the white beard, whatever, on the side, and it's like, and he's saying, "Well, it's because you kicked me out of the schools. I can't protect your children." And it happened like after a school shooting, because they always say that you can't have prayer in school. And I was just like, number one, how insensitive, like to even say shit like that at a time like this. Number two, if your God, if all it takes is if your God's not powerful enough to go into a school because they said no prayer, then
And so
it's
what,
just
these
the
are the Christians?
yeah, yeah.
I
It was the
mean,
crazy, but it's the crazy Christian. It's not the
the
average Christian.
Christians can be a bit
The
insistent,
the evangelicals, I will call them.
though they insist.
Yes, the
It's a real
Benny
problem.
Hinn's. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh.
the one that he smacks like a coat at someone and they fall down and they're healed.
Oh my
Those are the
God, I
types that I
want
want to
someone to
punch.
just like punch him back. Wouldn't that be
Like
awesome?
he goes wham and they just
What
go
the
what
fuck?
and he just
Like,
fucking knock you. That would be amazing. And when
that
they
would
try
be
to
good
press
TV.
charges, when they try to
Like,
press
he hit me
charges, he would
first.
he would just go, I was trying to heal him. He was
You
trying to heal
touched
me.
me first. It's all on film.
Oh, that would be amazing. That would be good.
I wonder if they have to sign something.
Like you agreed to be abused up on stage.
You can't hit him back. That'd be great. Oh
Oh,
wow. Yeah. Insist. Very insistent.
yes. Things that
So
insist upon themselves are not pleasant.
I know, like, okay, one thing I think I don't know, like we were talking about it offline or whatever, but insistent commercials that I see because I'm having my TV running all the time,
Yeah.
and it was for that like Flex Seal dick.
The Flex Seal.
Phil Swift is such an asshole. It's so he's like in this commercial and he's like through like wind and rain and it looks like it's just like he's totally like like dropped in a green screen. I hate it so much. I hate it. I hate him and all his products. I hope his boat sinks, his roofs cave in, everything that he fixes with his Flex Seal. I hope it all collapses all at once.
Who is the guy with the big brown beard that overdosed on coke and died? He did the OxyClean.
Oh,
Something. Um,
I yeah.
uh, it's like something here, guys. He was very insistent as well, but he was at least joyful in his insistency. Mays, Billy Mays, I
Oh,
think is
Billy
his
Mays
name.
here. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true. Yeah, he used to come out right at you.
yeah, very insistent. And then the British infomercial people too were very insistent as well. But then that trend went away once he got caught with like
The ShamWow dick.
yeah, with a transgender hooker.
That is the best booking photo.
Half his lip is missing because it got bit
He's
off
like
or
all
whatever.
fucked up. It's
The
amazing.
ShamWow was bad, but his worst one was the slap chop. That was the worst. Do you remember the slap chop?
I remember
It
all
was
of
like
them.
it was like a little thing where you slap down and it would like chop the egg or
Ah,
whatever.
and
Oh,
he used to like, what was it?
oh boy.
He used to rhyme with it, and he used to be like, bikini martini. I don't know what the fuck. And I was like,
Oh,
what the
yeah.
hell? That has nothing to do with anything, you ass. Like,
Yeah, he
but
would.
very insistent. And then that photo came out and his career was over. But
It was a
that's a
dark time for the infomercial people for a while. There was
and
another guy
someone
that
has
was
stepped
really
up.
creepy. There was a guy that I swore was a pedophile. He
You know,
he
I hate the My Pillow guy. He's a dick.
oh, that guy.
He's an insistent
He
asshole.
He's very insistent. He's also one of the in
I know.
in
It's truly
Belgicals
alcoholic,
yeah,
evangelical.
yes, that word.
That word.
Holy moly.
And I had a lot of
So,
blank spots on my transcript.
well, I'm already almost done with this biggie. So,
So
uh,
you are biggie
I don't
than me.
I don't
Mine,
drink as often.
I don't drink as often.
More than me.
That's not true.
Okay.
You, whatever.
Don't get angry. Jesus. Um,
Mm,
what were we saying?
I don't even care.
Oh, the My Pillow guy. The one
Oh,
guy, the one guy that I thought was a pedophile is he was the owner of the company for that vacuum cleaner called the Shark. He was like kind of
uh,
bald or balding, and he was kind of short and stocky, and he had glasses, and he was balding, and he would talk like,
very insistent.
it's very,
Common traits among them. Very
yeah,
insistent.
yeah.
Um,
I didn't like him. He gave me a weird vibe. Then there was always those cooking ones that had like, whether it was like the air
like, oh my
fryer,
God,
the
yeah,
airways,
so
and
inventive.
it's always like some overweight, curly-haired 50-year-old woman from the South that was like cooking stuff, and she would go, "You put this, this," and then she would like come from underneath the counter and lift up like a ready-made dish, and goes, "And this is what it looks like when it's done." I'm like, I
And
don't
like,
think that's
here's the thing,
true.
you don't need the product to just throw some like chicken on a grill, woman.
Yeah,
Calm down.
George Foreman did it right. He wasn't as insistent.
He
He knew
no, he was actually
he
very
knew what he
pleasant.
had.
He
He knew what he
did.
had.
He had that
He had a good
charisma.
product. He had a good product, and he let it speak for itself. That was it.
Well, but he had charisma. He was very likable,
He did. Yeah.
and it definitely not anywhere near insistent. I had one.
I
I bought the one that you
Me
put
too.
outside. I
Yeah, that's right.
believed. Yeah.
I think I think the moral of the story is we need more of the blacks doing the infomercials as
We
opposed
need
to
someone with character to step up
yeah.
and like refresh this busted up crew. Phil Swift.
Like
I'm gonna put him
wasn't
on
there
my
a
green screen and knock his ass out.
what was there was a the blonde lady from Shark Tank that like owns QVC or was like
Lori.
she specialized in like infomercials and selling stuff on QVC.
Yeah.
It's up to her. She's the queen of like infomercial stuff. She needs to be the one to move this forward.
She
We
needs to
need
order
us.
the beheading.
I think. I think what needs to happen is we need to write sternly worded emails to her.
Sternly worded. and see,
And that should and let her
take
know
that to
what
the Shark
needs to
Tank.
happen. Yeah, this is what
um,
we need for an infomercial.
all right. Let's work on a sternly worded email later
A sternly worded letter campaign.
to Lori Grenier of the she's QVC, right?
Yeah, yeah. Grenier, isn't that one of those like hair shampoos?
Garnier,
Oh,
not to be confused with Jennifer Garner.
correct. Like, isn't it like
Garnier.
fructose or fructose something Garnier?
Oh
I
yeah,
I just
fructus.
remember I just remember I liked that commercial because it had that Bill Withers song in the background, "Lovely Day, Lovely Day,
That's all it
Lovely Day."
takes.
Yeah, a good
I'm gonna
song
wash
will
my
get.
hair with that.
Actually, no, this is the best shampoo on earth. Hold on, I just got some.
At the gas station where you bought your drink.
No, Paul Mitchell won. It is the best smelling shampoo on earth.
Do you only shampoo and not condition?
No, I got conditioner too. But it doesn't
Oh,
have the good smell to it.
I
So
see.
that's why I use very little conditioner because I want the smell from this. Why they don't match the smell with the shampoo and the
It's
conditioner is
beyond
beyond
me.
me.
Yeah, they're
Because
supposed to complement each other at the least.
oh, that smell so good.
So refreshing.
It's like being in a.
You just inhaled that Paul Mitchell, like
It's like being in a like a Hawaiian
it's
tropical
coconutty,
garden.
right? Like,
Yeah, yeah. A
yeah,
little bit
I
of
know. I
coconutty, but
I got Paul Mitchell's game. I know his line.
I know his game. That was the guy who
He's been
also
around for
had
a long
like
time.
he had the beard and mustache with the hair, and he had the salt and
Like
pepper
Kenny
look.
Rogers before this
Yeah,
plastic surgery.
right. But he wasn't fully white. He was salt and pepper. He had
Yes.
Clooney-esque salt and pepper, but with yeah, the Kenny Rogers look in a thinner man. Oh my God.
That is great. Well, truly is entertaining.
Do you uh do you enjoy the Truly?
I think it's refreshing. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
like it.
I'm digging on it. I think it's great because it's not like high calorie. That's the reason why like I wouldn't drink any of this
That's the
shit.
whole reason. Like
Yeah.
this huge can is is like 3 carbs. It's
Right.
between three and 4 carbs for the entire can. That's huge. Three carbs for the entire can. This is a double. It
The people
says
at Truly know what's up.
per container 3 grams of carbs.
Now, do
That's
they have a
huge.
parent company or are they like kind of
I'm sure it's distributed by like Coca-Cola or something like that. It is
look how I have
Hard Seltzer Beverage Company LLC, Boston, Mass.
hmm,
All right.
okay.
They had to
Truly.
be pussies and put drink responsibly on it.
Right on.
Ingredients are filtered carbonated water, alcohol, natural flavors, cane sugar, citric acid, and sodium citrate.
It doesn't
Citrate.
specify alcohol though.
Yeah, that's why when I went on their website, it said what kind of alcohol is in it, and it said natural alcohol. We don't add like vodka or any of that stuff in it. So
So there's not even a name to it,
it's just alcohol. Yeah,
like rubbing alcohol.
yeah, sure,
That's just alcohol.
right.
Okay. I don't think you're right, but Truly has
Well,
discovered something that I'm
it said naturally occurring alcohol.
naturally occurrent. Okay. Not like isopropyl.
Correct. Hard
Bro,
seltzer. It's
mm.
better than hard lemonade because even though that tastes good, that's
It's
very,
sugary, right?
yeah, very sugary. This is very light and clean and crisp, if you will.
So I wonder,
Mm-hmm.
perhaps
You could
you sh-
probably add
you should
alcohol to
give
that.
you should give them a call and let them know how truly wonderful
Oh,
their
wait.
product is.
Do they have a 1-800
I don't
number on this
know.
one?
I don't know. Looking.
That would be good. I don't
Oh
see
my
it here,
God,
but
because I could see you
it's probably
like
on the website.
totally going on how awesome it is.
Well, it would be good as I think we should get really drunk and then call. That would be great.
Yeah. And just be like, you guys rock.
Yeah. How do you guys do it?
You guys are wizards over there at Truly.
Yeah. Truly fascinating. Truly incredible.
Yeah, I don't see a phone, an 800 number, but I would love to phone them at an appropriate time.
Yeah, Bailey's doesn't have one on there either. Oddly
They,
enough.
they probably don't.
Because they just don't want drunks calling them. That's the whole
They're
point.
like, you know what? Like, don't call us. Just go on the website.
Ooh, their website is called drinkiq.com. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It does give me that burp.
It does?
Yeah, because
That's
it's the
because you're
bubbliness.
that's because you're guzzling it. Because I have the straw and it's not giving me that.
True. And
feeling,
I think, didn't they say that straws make you get drunk quicker?
probably. But that's not why I have
Bah.
it.
No, it's
My
because it's
God.
fanciness. It's
No,
fanciness.
it's it's responsible. Okay, it's reusable. And what are you laughing at? I'm just saying, like,
No, I know it is. I get it. I know the glass straw, the metal straw, but it's also
hands are
smart
very
because,
dirty.
right, you have to wash the tops.
Right. Did you wash your top?
No, I'm building my immune system.
Oh, do you have like a scientific
Yeah.
way, just like that dick on Nexium? So wait, I was going to
Yeah.
ask you. You have the Apple Watch 6, right?
Do. Bam. Whoop.
I am. I don't know. I have it has that hand washing, like, not, I don't get a reminder, but I
Yeah.
guess I have a setting so it senses when I'm like washing my hands, must like the water or the movement.
Well, it's
And
also, I think, a setting on your phone that you can turn on or off. So,
do
yeah.
you have yours on or off?
I think I have mine off because I don't like my
Because
watch telling
Apple
me how to
shames
wash my
me.
hands. I know. I know.
I
You have
mean,
to do it for a minimum of
I
20 seconds or they
understand
like,
it's 20 seconds, but like I'm within my house. I just washed my hands, like, and
yeah.
I touch something, and then I'm like, I just want to wash this off. If I do 20 seconds every time, like my skin is going to be so dry.
Well, I think for people like Ray, your
Yeah.
husband, I think that would be a good idea, but not for everybody. I think for us pigs, it's probably a good idea, but for responsible people who use metal straws, it's probably not needed, is
Because
my
you wouldn't
guess.
wash yours. Is that why?
Right. Yeah.
Ah.
No, I'd wash my hands. But
No,
it's
your
like,
straw.
oh no, yeah. I'm just saying that, like, to me, you get it wet, you get a little soap, you do a little thingy, you rinse. I will say that at the beginning of the COVID, I was way more thorough every time I wash my hands, and I wash my hands way more often. Now I mean, I still wash
Like,
my hands after going to the bathroom, and I do have like the sanitizer stuff that I'll use once a day, like when I think of it.
yeah,
But
like if I just
I'm
wash
not
my
constant.
hands, I'll try to use the sanitizer because, like, I'm like, oh my God, I just did this. Like, I'm going through like
Yeah,
liquid soap like nuts.
it is.
So it
It's
is
not worth it.
insanity. I tell you,
Tw-
COVID, bitch. Starbucks,
I think
you're
I
wrong.
think
Your
what
festive
I think
cup
what
should have been mean.
I think what needs to happen is on December 31st, we need to somehow like create an effigy of 2020, some sort of thing, and then
Our
light it
cup.
on fire.
We'll release our cup.
Or we need to build like a wooden 2020 logo of some sort
Just
and then
shoot
set it
it.
ablaze. Yeah,
Yeah.
set it on
Ah.
fire.
All right.
It's kind of you know how like those dumb chicks, like when they break up with their boyfriend, they have like the bonfire to throw the pictures and his stuff in to like burn the memory and the bad thoughts away. We should do that for 2020. We should kind
Or
of
like
throw
Boys to
everything.
Men in New Jack City.
Correct. Correct. A better analogy, of course. I think we should like almost make like a vision board of 2020 of all the
But
shit that
yeah,
has happened,
everything that
and
a
then we
vision
just
board
light.
isn't, though. It's got to be like reverse
Right,
secret. It's got to be all the horrible.
the antithesis of the vision board is what we need to make, and then set it ablaze for at midnight,
I
basically saying goodbye. We are washing clean of the 2020.
Your filthy year, whore.
Yes,
Please be
it's
gone.
a
Stay
very
away.
whorish, a dirty, dirty, whorish year.
I mean, it's weird. So like since and we're like running on 49, but anyway, so
Yeah, I'm looking. We're
um
good. We can go up to an hour. We're good.
I'm like not really doing too much because I haven't been on a subway at all like since December. I've
Are
just
they even
avoided
still?
it.
Are they even running? Are they back up and running or
They
no?
are running, but the problem is that not a lot of people are taking them because everyone's working from home. Thus,
you have
crime
the
is going
yeah
up.
because you have the ne'er do wells on there, the
Yeah,
ruffians. Yeah,
right. So on top of the subway being a place that was already gross during
it's
this time,
cleaner, but it's also higher risk.
it's subjected to so much abuse.
Yeah, I know.
Like the stuff that goes on. So,
Yeah, yeah.
but so yeah, I haven't uh been on a train or anything,
So
and if I have to
you've
do
been
anything,
like within like a couple of blocks of your neighborhood
yeah,
like for the
either
past
I have to
eight
walk
months.
or I've taken a car, like because of like time
Yeah, I
wise,
guess
but not
Uber would
not that
work.
I couldn't
Yeah,
walk, but I like to avoid cars because I get car sick. So
yeah.
the fact that I'm even like in a car as opposed to going, like I wouldn't mind doing the subway, but I don't want to go now, right now. So yesterday I went on a car ride to pick up some merchandise, and I saw that I guess a lot of the places have boarded up because the whole election they're anticipating like riotous behavior. And at first, like I looked at it like when we came up and I was like the Container Store. I'm like, oh my God, they closed down. And then I'm looking and I see like down the block all of them, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so bad. Um, and it's not a good look. I don't like it.
No,
But it was
not a
eye
fan.
opening because I haven't. That was I took a car service for 3 miles up. Like I'm not talking, huge. So I've, for the most part, tried to stay within my little circle here.
Shameful.
But it's bullshit, I'll tell you that much.
Ugh. Yeah.
So it is what it is. I don't know. And then there's supposed to be some fucking uptick.
Well, we've been hitting 100,000 a day new cases,
There's
like
tons
during
of
the
like
election.
um
A hundred
pictures and
thousand a
stuff of
day.
like people like Halloween parties and like election get-togethers. I don't understand what people don't understand. Like, do I have to draw
Here's
it? Because I will,
here's the
if
good
that's gonna
news.
help.
The good news is that we're going to have someone who's going to mandate it nationwide and not leave it up to the states and all that stuff.
What a mess, right?
Unfortunately, he doesn't come into office until January 21st. So
Right.
unfortunately, we've got 2.5 months of bullshit before that happens. But yeah, that's why I feel that February, March, I'll be able to probably leave. I'm
Your
hoping.
release,
Uh, you have no
your
idea.
sentence, your sentence.
You know what's also upsetting me?
What?
And I know I mentioned this in a previous broadcast, but Bitcoin
Oh yeah.
has gone up in the past 3 weeks 50%.
Oh
Like
wow.
that takes like 4 years for a stock to go 50%. It's gone up 50% in the last 3 weeks. And it's like 2, 3 weeks before I'm able to have the capital to buy a bunch because
Mm,
I was going to put a substantial like six figures into Bitcoin.
right.
And Now it's going to cost me 50% more to buy. And I would have made like almost $100,000 in the last 3 weeks if I had the money beforehand. That's just very upsetting that like a hundred
That could
thousand
have been like
dollars,
your
like,
travel budget.
for a couple of years.
Whatever.
Yeah. I mean, if I spent like 5,000 a month, which in most countries you could live like a king and you would never spend it. I mean, I could almost go 2 years in 100,000. But yeah,
You can.
that's very upsetting.
What are you gonna do?
Well, murder the world.
Well, I guess, but that's gonna take a while.
It's true.
Like
Hey, maybe
stabbing
that
your
could be
way through.
maybe that could be my new like bucket list thing.
Your
You know
what?
how you have like bucket list thing, like if how like you have like a bingo chart for like things you do when you travel to see if you can
Yeah.
instead of having sex with a girl in every country, which is right now what the goal is. Um, I could just murder a person in each country.
and
And
leave.
yeah, they'll never catch me. I'll literally be all over the world murdering one person per country. It's
Run
almost
it
the
out.
perfect crime. It's almost a perfect crime. Like it'll never. Countries don't like share DNA stuff, so like it'd be great.
It takes a while. You definitely would have a head start.
I would have a worldwide. Has there ever been a worldwide serial killer? It's always within a country.
Yeah, you're right. You
I
are,
mean, I could be the first
you know
international
what?
serial killer.
I
That'd be
don't see
kind
it
of cool.
happening though because you're lazy. So
Yeah, it's true.
I
That's
think
true.
after your
That's true.
second, I think you'd get tired and you need three or more to be considered serial.
Well, the goal is that I would be in a new country every month. And
I
if I
know that,
spend a
but I'm
month in each
saying
country, I think that's enough time to recover. I don't know. You're right. There is a lot of planning.
there's a lot of stabbing and
I mean,
like,
if I if I if I want to do it right, and I don't want to just go in willy nilly, yeah, you have to pick a person, you have to track
like,
them, you have to
yeah,
stalk
right.
them, you have
And
to.
it's always better if the person is an asshole.
Oh no, that's all I do. I'm not a
So
monster.
I'm just gonna murder someone in every country.
Yeah, but it's like I'll just kill the Hitler in the future Hitler of every country. But it's like, yeah, I mean, they would have to at least tailgate me to like qualify. I'm not a monster. I wouldn't just, yeah. It would take a little bit more than a bad look. Yeah.
All right, well, I don't know what to say.
No, I just think, yeah. And to be honest with you, the
You
major
are.
the major the majority of the people I'd probably murder would be like Americans abroad that are just the annoying tourists that are like
It's just a
really
lot of
overly
work, like
overly loud. Yeah,
to carry,
I
like,
know.
so, to carry like a dead person. Like we used to play this game, like Sleeping or Dead, and it started
Yeah,
as a subway game because we'd be on the train and then like we would see someone who was homeless and they would be on the fucking train, right? And like asleep, no movement, like, and if the train like would stall or whatever, like they were
and it'd just
going
be
with it.
and
So
not
that
wake up.
started,
Yeah,
yeah. So I'm like, oh my God, he's like either a really heavy sleeper or he's dead. So like then we started seeing like different things and it like evolved into many,
yeah.
many
What were the
categories.
other games? What were the other games we found or that we were talking about? There
Um,
was Sleeping or Dead. There
we
was
I know like a good chunk of my life with Tony.
Tourist and Local. Tourist or
We
Local would be one.
we played the dead game, like so it'd be like, I bet you I can beat you at dead arm. So our prep, we would prep keeping our hand up so it would like go numb, and then we'd be like ready, and then we'd make it flop, and then we would rate the
Like how good of a dead arm it was.
yeah, it'd be like it came down and bounced back up, so it was really realistic. And so then it would extend, and I'd be like, okay, fire, dead body, and I would go limp, and they would have to drag me. I'm like, it's difficult to carry dead weight.
Another one I think we were talking was Bluetooth or mentally ill. That was another one I think we were looking at where if someone was talking to themselves, we would guess it was a Bluetooth or were they crazy?
Another favorite was running for your health or running for your life.
Right, that's a good one.
It's like, well, that guy's jogging, but he's wearing cargos, so something's not right.
Those are
Woo!
great games.
That is great. So yeah, I haven't been able to play any of those.
That's
COVID, fuck you.
upsetting. Yeah.
Yeah. I find joy in everything, and she's ruining
I hate it.
it.
Well, that was a fun episode.
It truly was.
Oh, it truly was.
I do like
I
it.
think th- I think the reason why I picked Truly over White Claw is because it's so stereotypical to drink White Claw. Truly is more of the classier version of White Claw.
Yeah.
Just
Anything out
FYI.
of a can is classy.
Done. I do feel floaty, which is good.
Mm, that is.
Yeah.
But just,
I had a
mhm.
couple Bailey in coffees earlier too, which kind of
Oh, look at
got
you day drinking with your
got.
coffee.
Well, I was
Ah!
I was just I was I was
I was
prepping.
practicing.
I was prepping, yeah.
Good job.
Had to lube the pipes, just the normal shit.
Your commitment inspires me.
Uh, and
All
then
right.
this is for when it gets too cold. We have the seasonal Baileys, the apple pie Baileys,
Yeah,
which,
that's
to
the
be
stuff.
honest with you, it's not as uh, it
That's
sounds
so
so
disgusting.
so vile. Smells like apples and feet.
Ew, that's because you
It.
just boogered all over.
uh,
Oh, this is gone on for an hour.
it has, yeah. It's probably time to wrap it up.
Where are the limits?
Well,
I
this one I
truly
think
don't know.
I will put this one up tomorrow morning because I just put one up earlier today, and having two in one day is probably
Yeah, that's
not great.
overload. Like, yeah, we don't want to be
Yeah.
insistent.
No, no. We don't want
Speak
to
of
be
it
like,
so ill that I wouldn't want to be put in that category. I no. So, with that in mind, I bid you
yes,
adieu.
I do. Have a great weekend.